Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This time around, I'm going to be doing a review for X-Men Origins Wolverine. So yeah, Deadpool comes out later today. Actually, it already came out in some parts of America, or the world, or whatever. So yeah, and X-Men Apocalypse comes out later this year. So basically, what I'm gonna be doing is review every single X-Men film thus far. I was thinking, should I start off with X Men Origins or the original X Men film that came out in 2000? I was thinking, Deadpool comes out first. They kind of fucked up Deadpool and X Men Origins. Let's start off with X Men Origins. So yeah, so I'm gonna be doing X Men Origins Wolverine, then Deadpool, and then the Wolverine, the one from a couple years ago, the sequel, and then to the actual trilogy, the original trilogy. I'm not gonna do a review for First Class or Days of Future Past because I've already done those on my channel. So yeah, X Men Origins Wolverine. Before I begin, though, 10-second spoiler warning, as usual. For those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already, stop the video, go check it out, and come back here and watch the rest of this review. But before that, and before I almost forget, this movie stars Hugh Jackman, Liv Schreiber, Will I Am, Danny Houston, Ryan Reynolds, Kevin Durant, Lynn Collins, Dominic Monaghan, Taylor Kitsch, Daniel Henney, and Tim Pocock. Pocock? Pocock. Who the fuck knows? And Julia Blake. Max Cullen. Is there anybody else who's actually someone important? Um, nope. Yeah, nope. 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 Nobody important. Okay, so yeah. 10 seconds. Scott Adkins is apparently also in this movie for some reason. So yeah, before I begin, and Patrick Stewart, kind of. So yeah, now before I begin though, 10-second spoiler warning as usual for those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and come back and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already, please comment down below or be messaging me. Then I will give you a fair warning, because as usual, I did. So as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So basically, it tells the origin story of Wolverine. I'm not gonna lie, there are parts of this movie where I actually do enjoy. I feel like I understand where the hate comes from. Okay, I do see where the hate comes from, but I feel like this is a rather some decently enjoyable movie. There are shit moments in it, but yeah. And I think one of the things I do like it, were kind of captured my attention, I guess, is the beginning, because you have Logan or Wolverine or whatever. He's sick, and that's when is I guess he's going through puberty, and if you're a mutant, that's when you kind of get your mutant powers. So he has the fucking bone claws, and he kind of kills his dad, his biological dad, and he's running, and we see him and Sabretooth kind of just going through the wars. We see him going through the Civil War, World War One, World War Two, and yeah, Civil War, World War One, World War Two, Vietnam, and I actually really like that. And they kind of catch up with where they are at now. So yeah, I mean, I will say there are pretty much areas of this movie I enjoy. The story arc you have with Wolverine, because towards the beginning, after like the first 10 minutes, he kind of realizes that he doesn't really want to kill people or murder people anymore. It just doesn't feel right. So they do a time skip of these 5 or 6 years, and he has come to some sort of normalcy where he's not killing people. He's not really he is still hiding his mutant powers, but he has a girlfriend, and life is good for him till all of a sudden his brother Sabretooth decides to start killing off some of the people he used to work with, and he has to get back into action, try to stop fucking Sabretooth from killing people. And yeah, it appears that Will I Am and David Durant, Kevin Durant, which I actually didn't realize that was Kevin Durant. I mean, he was the fucking blob or whatever. I mean, then again, when you're in a fucking bat suit that's like 5 times your size, it's kind of understandable. So yeah, Will I Am, I actually thought he did a pretty decent job. The major problem with this movie is not really the actors. It's more of the writing for the story. The writing is what's really weak, in my opinion. There are moments where it's okay, like, it's decent, it's okay, but for the most part, the writing, it could have been massively improved, and I think that's the major issue of this movie. Just the writing as well. I feel like everybody in the movie they try their best with the material. Ryan Reynolds, it's not his fault. Deadpool, it's definitely not his fault that Deadpool fucking sucked ass in this movie. Good thing. I hope Deadpool is gonna, and from what I hear, it seems Deadpool 2016 is gonna fucking do incredible. So, yeah. Yeah, you never shut the mark with your mouth. Just so yeah, I mean, I will say there are some enjoyable parts of this movie. Okay, I will say there are some enjoyable parts of this movie. So yeah, overall, I find enjoyment in this movie. But I will say there are some stupid moments. The two biggest stupidest moments is just what they did with Deadpool at the end, like fucking shutting his mouth up, and then giving him like Cyclops powers with Wolverine's powers or some shit like that. I will say though, the fight between Deadpool and Wolverine and Sabretooth, that was pretty decent. Yeah, the action is pretty decent to say the least. Gambit, pretty good. I guess we're gonna have a Gambit movie with Channing Tatum later this year, if that ever happens. So yeah, there's another reason why I'm reviewing this movie. So yeah, I mean the two worst moments I think of this movie is the fact that they just ruined Deadpool towards the end. Like what the fuck? And then something I never understand. Like they tried to explain it, but I'm like, that's a really bullshit explanation. It's a really stupid bullshit explanation. Is apparently if you shoot Wolverine's head twice with adamantium bullets, his memories disappear or destroyed or some shit like that. I never understood that. I was like, that's so bullshit. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, that makes no goddamn sense. So yeah, and like that makes no sense at all. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, I mean, I will say those are my two. I think for the most part, that's everybody's major cribs versus the movie, amongst other shit. I mean, yeah, the writing could have definitely been improved, but for the most, like the writing could have been improved. Certain plot details, more specifically, Wolverine's memory being lost after getting shot twice in the head for some reason, as well as the fact that they shut the Merc with a mouth. Aside from that, I think it's a pretty okay movie. The acting, for the most part, you could tell they're trying. You could tell they're trying with the material they're giving. The action scenes, are for the most part, they're enjoyable. They're pretty fun. So yeah, I mean, could this movie have done better? Fuck yeah, but yeah, I think for what it is, even for what it is, it could have been better. But it could have been better. Let's just go with that. Could have. It definitely should have and could have been better. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It's a decent movie. It's okay. I don't fucking hate it like most other people, but at the same time, I don't love it. I didn't think it's a great movie. I think it's a decent watch, and yeah, it's not the best superhero movie. It's not the. I mean, you could argue that's one of the worst superhero movies, but I feel like if you are gonna argue it, I feel like it's gonna be more in the lower. Like if you're gonna do a top 10 worst superhero movies or worst comic book movies or whatever, I think that should be like more towards the bottom, like 8, 9, or 10, or maybe an honorable mention or dishonorable. But yeah, I mean, I could see someone putting this on the worst comic book movies of all time or some shit like that. Me personally, maybe towards the bottom, but I find enjoyment in it, so who the fuck cares? And yeah, that's basically it for now. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Comment down below on your thoughts on the movie. Have you seen it? And if not, why not? And if you have, what are your thoughts on it? Comment all that down below. Let me know. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.